Some days are going to be harder than others. And it's never meant to be this flat line of continuous happiness or continuous suffering. It's like a river, we kind of meander through those two emotions, the highs and the lows. And it's important to remember, as I stand here this morning with our sunrise, just as the lows don't last forever, the highs don't either. And that's why we have to appreciate both for what they are. There's a great saying that says, this too shall pass. Meaning that whatever is going on, it's like not the best, that'll pass. So you just have to work through it. And in the same way that the highs, at some points they don't last as well. But if we have an appreciation and live in the moment, we know that one's not forever, just the same as the other isn't forever. And for some, and I've been there as well, like in the darkest times, we think that those dark times is how it's going to be forever. And the reality is, it's not. But I will caveat that in saying that in that moment, in those darkest moments, there is a part of you that thinks that this is how it's always going to be, and I don't want it to always be this way. But if we choose to return home on a time that's not expected or planned, sure, we might feel like we won't suffer anymore, but we also miss out on the highs, the good things that happen to us. And sometimes we can get blinded to thinking that there aren't that many things. In those very low states, it's like our mind becomes clouded when we look for those points in our life. And I'm no different to anyone else. I'm not saying that I'm any better than anyone else. There's certainly people that are smarter than me, stronger than me, younger than me, fitter than me. And that's not my concern. My concern is with me. To be that best version of me. I guess I started this talk this morning because I was having that doubt of what the effing hell am I doing here? I've sort of been clear, well, not clear, but reasonably clear up until this point. A career, life, what did I want? And I'm sort of, there's still stuff that, like every parent, for instance, wants their kids to, like, you know, grow up and be successful human beings in whatever that word means to them, and without projecting too many of my own values, so I don't try and control their lives on the outcome or the path that they are on. But it sort of struck me this morning, for whatever reason, as I sat here waiting for this sun to come up earlier, that there was people that went to bed last night fully expecting to see a sunrise, and for whatever reason, whether it be fate or their time was up or whatever the story that we want to give it, they didn't. And that's the whole paradox of life. We don't actually know how long we're here for. And I don't mean that in a negative way either. It can be very confronting to look at your own mortality. Oh, it's one of the reasons why people have a bucket list, the stuff they want to do before they die. And used to be, you know, people of a certain age gone through life and go, oh, okay, I've done all this other stuff, I've worked, and now I want to, like, there's all this other stuff I want to do. And usually it comes about, you know, just before they start to think about retiring, and they've got all these things they want to do, and their body isn't able to do a lot of those things. And it's kind of ironic that I see 17-year-olds or even younger teenagers, they've got a bucket list, stuff they want to do. Like, it used to be stuff that you want to do before you kick the bucket. That used to be the sort of analogy of where the word came from. But so many young people look at life now and go, no, I don't want to sit in a cubicle at a job that I hate for 30 or 40 years. And I don't blame them. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the last few years that's made us all question, like, you know, our own reality. But those are my thoughts, and you'll have your thoughts. And this isn't about me crying for help or wanting to solve the world's problems or telling you what to do. This is more of a diary for me to, like, potentially look back on and go, at some stage, that was then, this is now. And with that thought in ponder, I'll sit here for a little bit longer in the warm morning sun and catch up with you next time.